Back a project? The project has been backed by several major companies in the region. Fuel your motivation. Aspirations, a sense of how we can realize our potential, can fuel our motivation. Pursue an ambition. David left the company to pursue his political ambitions. Push the limits. In our research, we are trying to push the limits of what is possible. Raise funding. They are raising funding to help needy youngsters realize a dream. She never realized her dream of winning an Olympic gold medal. Satisfy your curiosity. I decided to call him in order to satisfy my curiosity. Serve science. Falsifying data doesn't serve science. Blindingly obvious. It was blindingly obvious that Max wasn't interested. Gravely mistaken. If you think that the end of the crisis, you are gravely mistaken. Immediately important. We need to deal with more immediately important issues such as housing and education. Infinitely preferable. Working late today is infinitely preferable to working at the weekend. Ludicrously high. By local standards, the prices are ludicrously high. Vehemently opposed. For reasons I never understood, my sisters were vehemently opposed to the idea. Wildly inaccurate. Figures quoted in the article are wildly inaccurate. Face the day. I need 2 cups of coffee before I can face the day. Go through a rough patch. Gemma's going through a rough patch right now. Have a knock-on effect. These price rises will have a knock-on effect on the economy. Helping hand. She's been giving me a helping hand with the children. Make ends meet. When Mike lost his job, we could barely make ends meet. Spread the word. You will spread the word about the meeting, won't you? Aloof. They worked hard, but tended to stay aloof from the local inhabitants. Appreciative. They had an appreciative audience. Compassionate. We must try to create a more caring, more compassionate society. Conscientious. A conscientious teacher may feel inclined to take work home. Enterprising. Some enterprising students are designing software. Intuitive. He seemed to have an intuitive awareness of how I felt. Resourceful. We can influence our children's development by encouraging them to be resourceful when they play. Selfless. The doctors showed selfless devotion to their work. Aligning incentives. Getting more out of your team is a question of aligning incentives. Business model. This is a new type of business model, and it requires online service. Collaborative consumption. Ride-sharing apps are an example of collaborative consumption. Drive customer loyalty. We need to think of new strategies to drive customer loyalty to our brand. Finite resources. We need to protect the Earth's finite resources. Investment opportunities. Economic growth will create more investment opportunities. On-demand access. They provide on-demand access to the support service. Sharing economy. The sharing economy functions without monetary exchange. Zero waste. The way to achieve zero waste is to compost food waste. At an unprecedented rate. Their industry is developing at an unprecedented rate. Global assessment. This is the first time there has been a global assessment of the impact of climate change. Grave impacts. The consequences of global warming have grave impacts for us all. Pool evidence together. The evidence has been pooled together to create this report. Seemingly infinite. I amazed at my children's seemingly infinite energy. Set to disappear. This species is set to disappear if it is not protected. Take immediate action. When he saw the leak, he took immediate action and called a plumber. The brink of extinction. The breed was on the brink of extinction